Well, Jason, I'd like to purchase the property that you have listed on Kingsley Avenue in Orange Park, Florida. A friend of mine sent your listing over for this property, and I started looking at it. I said, Keith, I used to have the Dairy Queen just to the west of here under contract. The guy was going to sell the property and leave it vacant for me to put a new tenant in and take off with it from there. And he canceled on me and decided he was going to operate the thing until the day he dies or get handed off to one of his employees because he couldn't face terminating any employees. And when I was studying that one, I was looking at the Dairy Queen that is near your property, just barely to the east of this property. And because of that Dairy Queen and the amazing numbers off of that one, I thought I could present to other Dairy Queen operators that I was working with at the time to take over that Dairy Queen down the street. And so I did a lot of studying. I did a lot of data modeling of business to go into this neighborhood in this area. And now I see your property up for sale and other properties in the region. I'm working with two different ice cream shops that are looking for more locations. And because Dairy Queen numbers are doing really well in the area, I think I could move either one of those two ice cream shops into this property and put them together with other tenants that I like to use on properties like this, make a multi-tenant building on the 1 acre on the corner that you have for sale here. And with the multi-tenant shop like that, I could get the numbers to work for what you're asking or close to what you're asking on this property. And so I'm interested. I'd like to make an offer on this property. As part of my offer, I would like to ask for some time to talk to the ice cream shops that I'm thinking of that'll get the numbers to just about work, and talk to a bunch of the others that I think go next to the ice cream shops to make the numbers really work on this property. And so I would like that time, and I'm sending you a proof of funds along with asking for some time to talk to the tenants that I believe go on this property. And then I would like to close with you as fast as I can after they're on board and ready to go. Please take a look at my offer and see if your client's interested in that kind of offer. Feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is all over the internet, social media, and websites, county records, properties I've worked on in the past, these kinds of properties. My name is Luke Smith. I love vacant land deals. I love figuring out vacant land. I love to use data to figure out vacant land. I love high traffic data, data that shows shops, data that shows how much people are spending in the shops, how often they're going back to the shops, how much time they're spending in those shops, what's their education level, how much money are they making in their jobs, where are they working, where are they living, what paths are they taking to go there and come back from there. And when I model this all together and I layer it onto other data sets, as well as compare it to other markets of the same kinds of people that have this persona of economics and shopping activities, in other markets where that same statistical pattern is happening, there's other shops that they're going to that are not here. I can also see these people going into other markets when they're traveling, when they're out and they're not right in this neighborhood, and see them frequent those shops. And so they know those brands, they go to those brands elsewhere, but they're not getting them in their local area. And if those brands were here in their local area, they should be doing a certain level of business based off of that data. And I like to create that synthetic case, how much business they should be doing here, and present it to those brands that should be here and tell them they belong here and offer them the finance to build it and make it happen for them to go here. And because of those numbers, I tell them how much rent they can pay, and that gets my numbers to work. And when they say yes, then we sign the new to close as fast as we can and take it from there. So that's me. That's what I'm doing. Please take a look at the offer and let me know. Let me know if you have any questions. Luke Smith. My contact information is included in the offer, as well as on realvacantland.com, where you can see a lot of the smaller dollar properties that I've traded over time, and the bigger dollar ones usually go through brokers and traditional market. If you're interested in this kind of data and like to speak my language in data, real estate data, which not so many people do, but if you do, please take a look at my little community on the internet. There's a link to that in the description of this video. It'll take you back to my community. And if you are there, you can see live calls that I do, answering questions, talking about properties and deals. And I work with a lot of the people on there in different ways, buying, selling, trading, leasing, mainly learning. It's set up for learning, but it's become a lot more than just learning. And so if you like to learn, join me there and we can learn together. If you're interested in financing these kinds of properties, feel free to reach out to me. My contact information is on realvacantland.com, and call me, text me, email me, or go to the link in the description here and direct message me there. And I can tell you about different properties of Lots of high traffic retail properties like cell phone shops, ice cream shops, burger shops, taco shops, auto parts shops, and oil change shops and others taken from land to shop or in the pipeline of just about to become a shop, or the rent's going to start flowing in not too distant future or just about to, and you'd like to pick those up and collect the rent and depreciation out into the future. That would be great. I could recapitalize. I don't have to sell to you at the top dollar. So I could take that money and go back and put it into other deals like the one we're talking about here. Everyone wins, right? So I'd love to hear if you're interested in buying and taking on those kinds of deals. My contact information again is on ruralvacantland.com. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. This is Woot Smith. See you in the next one. Bye.